Hey you guys, I'm Danica and welcome to RYL Session. And on today's episode, I'll be talking about the ups and downs for women in the entertainment industry. And also, I have a very special guest today who I know you're going to love because I love this person. But before I get into that, let me welcome you to RYL Sessions. So as you can see, today's session is very different. It's giving an actual session or interview. Well, it's giving it all. It's giving life. It's giving
Red Couch Sessions.
Yes! It's giving Red Couch motherfucking sessions.
Yes.
And today, my special guest, who I know to be my sister, my loving, and talented, gifted
Oh my God, keep
sister, RYL Blu. That's RYL to the BLU. RYL Blu. Get that right. When they're searching for her, in that way, in that order, period. Okay? All right.
Sister!
We are going to get into some things.
What are we getting into?
Women. Industry.
Yeah.
Entertainment, to be specific.
That's a topic.
Very much so. And I wanted to talk about this today because remember we were talking about it over the phone. And I'm all like, ding, ding, ding. We need to talk about this because this is very important. It's very crucial. And it needs to be a discussion amongst the entertainment community, specifically music, because that's what we do. And in our experiences, we have gone through some
things,
some BS.
Yeah.
And it's not just us, it's women all over that is trying to break through this industry, or that is in this industry. And
because I heard the women in it still don't catch no breaks.
Yeah. And it's sad. It's really sad. And as we all may know, this industry, the music industry, is a male-dominated industry. But slowly but surely, women are taking over, putting their foot down, and experimenting with their music side. And even artists, female artists that are trying to have different hats, which I advise for every artist, is to not just have the artist hat, but also have the engineering hat, have the vocal backgrounds hat, have the writing hat, have the production hat, just have the whole vision, you know what I mean? And so, to get back to what I want to talk about, women in the industry and our experiences.
You look so pretty.
Oh, thank you. You look so pretty. Oh my God. Okay. No, you look pretty. Like your hair. I love this. This hair, by the way.
It's giving goddess vibes.
Yes, it's giving locks.
Yeah.
We both have locks.
Yes.
Why am I just now catching on to that?
Remember.
But girl, we completely digress. This is why I write notes so I don't get off topic. I just look at my phone. We completely digress and spoke about a whole nother. Okay, let's get back. Okay, let's get back. But no, for real, women in the industry.
Woo.
Tell me some of your experiences being an artist and being an engineer in the studio environment.
Okay, so I'll start with the beautiful things. Okay, so you get to meet
which is the main topic, by the way, studio environment. I'm sorry, studio environment, because women entertainment, that's like such a broad and so many. But we're gonna specifically target studio environment. Yes,
I'm specifically talking about my experience as an engineer, a new engineer. I have to add that I'm new to this game. being an engineer, a mix engineer, and as an artist, which I have been for a little bit, but I'm not really touching anything until just now. So as far as being an artist goes, I love it. I love it. It was my heart. It's my dream. It was everything that I thought it would be, and I just can't wait to see how much more it fulfills my dreams. I love the people that I meet. Of course, you meet some
iffy people,
and they're always gonna try and stomp your lights out. I've had a couple of them, and they disguise themselves to me as mentors, which, like, that right there.
Ooh, mentors.
They disguise themselves to me as mentors, saying that they are working for my good, but whenever I'm around a group of people, have only negative things to say towards me.
Or making you a star, like you're not a star already.
Yeah, so really trying to mold me and then tell me that all of my earnings that I scraped the ground for was not my own. So those, you know, you gotta watch out for those. Watch out for people who are not really for your best interest. If somebody's constantly telling you that if somebody's constantly offering you opportunities, but you never see those opportunities, it's not the go. If somebody's constantly like claiming that they can speak life to you but never do, throw that in the trash. It's not worth it. Stick around the people who are willing to see you move. And excuse me, what those look like for me were the people that became my friends, hard workers. They're not gonna mess with you if you're not about the same type of stuff they about, okay? So it's really like, if you are at the beginning stages, you're like at the beginning of the race, find the people who are still running, because those are going to be your best people. Those are going to be the ones that you can build from the ground up with. And I have a beautiful team. I love my team so much. I couldn't imagine getting this far without them. So that's just my take as an artist. As an engineer, like I said, I'm still very new to it, and I think I'm
a whole different world.
That's a whole different world, because you're more behind the scenes. And I'll be honest, so far as a newly engineer, a new mixing engineer, and I've bounced around a lot. So I started off with music production, and I realized that that wasn't for me. Then I went into live sound, and I very quickly realized that that was also not for me. And so I ended up trickling back over to studio, and then figuring out what type of engineer I wanted to be, and it just so happened to be mix engineering. That's what I fell in love with. And I'm trying to say this, I'm trying to articulate this the best I can without getting any backlash.
And if they do, who cares? Because it's your experience and no one else's.
That's great in theory. I mean, as of right now, that's great in theory.
Oh, I read. I copy.
Yeah.
I copy.
So for me, I would say being honest, being completely honest, because I'm still new in the game. I'd have to say I've been in it for about maybe almost a year now, and I'm just touching something right now, and the experience is humbling. It teaches you, as a female mix engineer, it really does teach you how to control your emotions. Like, it really teaches you how to control your emotions, and it really teaches you how to arm yourself with words. Because if you don't know how to play the game, if you don't know how to articulate yourself accurately, they will step on you, they will run over you, they will blame it on your femininity. They will make you seem like you're irrational.
The crazy person.
Like you're crazy.
Like you don't know what you're talking about.
Like you don't know what you're talking about, when you know full well what it is that you are saying. it's a very humbling experience. And because I'm just new, I don't want to let that be the only thing, because I did experience, like, as a mix engineer, I got to make great connections. I got to make great new friends. I got to learn behind the scenes, which is very important if you're starting up as an artist, because you don't have a lot of money. So you're working with your own budget. You're not signed to a label. Nobody's sponsoring you. You are doing this yourself. So you got to learn how to do it if you don't have the money to go to the studio every other week or every other month. You know, you're going to have to invest. You're going to invest in your equipment. And I would also say that getting an internship is pivotal. I learned. It was, to me.
Very much.
So, I don't know how to, I mean, I'm learning how to mix. I'm learning how to mix. I'm learning how to be a mix engineer. But I have an EP out. So, I had to learn how to cultivate my resources the best that I could. And having an internship enabled me to put that EP out without having to put a single dime down. And that is really big. I started off trying to learn how to do it myself. I realized that I couldn't do that, at least not at the rapid time that I wanted my goals to be met. So I went to a studio, I got some basic training, I made some friends, I sat there and I watched them, and then I put everything, and I don't know that much, but what I did know, I took it all and I put it into my music. I put it into my music. And, you know, I'm a perfectionist, so it took me a while to put it out. But after a while, I was just like, you know, you got to make some work. You got this work out. You've been doing it for quite some time. You've made the connections. You've put down the work. You do have a ways to go, but put out what you have now. And look, man. I'm not saying that being an engineer is something that every artist should do. Because if I had it my way, and if I had the funds my way, I would outsource. Because that would just give me a lot more time to focus on being an artist, which is my heart. But for experience, to be more seasoned in the industry, being an engineer was a great way in. For me, personally. Personnellement, that was good for me. Yes.
So silly. But don't you guys love how well spoken she is?
I be trying.
How well articulate she is, how she's able to articulate how she's feeling and what she's thinking. I love that.
The music industry will teach you how to do that, man. If you didn't know it already, you will learn.
Ooh boy, that's something. No, that is something, because it's a dog-eat-dog world in the industry, and literally you just have to move on faith. Literally, you gotta move on faith, and don't be afraid to fail, because you will fail. You will tumble and fall, but you gotta pick your ass back up and keep on walking and keep jumping over those hurdles, and you are bound to reach the finish line. And there's really never really a finish line. There's just more room for growth, but don't ever just fall flat in your face and not get up.
Because let me tell you,
which is something that I'm learning. Yes, no, go ahead.
Well, let me tell you something about that. Walking on faith. That's not easy. No. There are many a times I used to be sitting in a dark booth screaming at God like, why isn't nothing working? But, man, let me tell you what it is. It's not just faith, because faith alone, I'm serious. I personally, I don't think it's gonna work. It's also acknowledging your work and being patient. Because I used to cry. I used to sit there in the booth crying, why isn't anything working?
Come on!
I'm over here, I'm putting the time and the effort, and this EP don't look like it's not getting no damn closer to being where I want it to be. Man, if you do not have patience, if you do not have faith, if you don't have the grit,
oh baby, you gotta have tough skin.
you're gonna be crawled under a table somewhere in a dark corner crying. Look, man, because I took back a couple shots trying to get to one accord with the Lord.
Oh, Lord.
And I had to learn a little something called patience. Patience. When they say patience is a virtue, it's real.
No, I was literally just about to say that.
What helped me, and what is still helping me right now, is thinking of it like working out. For those of you who don't work out, I'm not gonna lie, I encourage you to actually work out, like weight training. And that's how I think of the music industry and my career. Like, when you're weight training, if you want to get stronger, you have to put more weights on. So it's gonna get harder. It's gonna get the weight is gonna get heavier. The faith is gonna start wavering, but you got to dig deep in those times and just believe in yourself. Because if you don't, it's not gonna work, man.
I love that.
It's not gonna get nowhere.
I love that analogy.
What? I was just using it today during training. I was sitting over there.
I have never thought of it like that. Wow. Now I have like a whole new perspective on that.
It makes me want to work out more, because your girl got to get the body right for the album that's coming out soon, y'all. Just had to put that out there. Wait for that. But it also helps with discipline, man. Like, every time something seems hard to me, I'm just like, ooh, this is an extra weight. Put it on. Are you weak? Are you weak? You can't bench this? No, you was just doing this yesterday.
Mindset, that strong mentality to just keep going and push through it, right? Wow. I like that. I like that a lot. But speaking of the industry and putting out your album, you did release some music. And not me going into an interview. Like, this is lucky an interview during RYL Sessions.
This is my first interview, guys. I'm so happy.
You put out an EP. Can you tell us all about your EP that you dropped?
Well, yes, I can.
On the 18th at 3 a.m. on all streaming platforms.
Peep the date. Peep the date. For all my Haitians out there, y'all.
INT, you see, I got my Haitian flag. Repping.
Yes.
Haitian girls are taking over. Don't sleep on us. Tell us, what is the name of your EP?
So my EP is called Birth of Blue, which is my stage name. So a little history behind that is the musical journey. Literally what we're talking about right now. So from my journey from like knowing as a child that I wanted to sing, and then pursuing my career, and then deciding to go to college. At the time, I felt like that was my only way out, and it kind of was, and I took it in hopes that it would further my career, because everybody promised me that that's what it was gonna do. Like, you know how people, like, especially Haitian parents, you know how they go. You grow up, you go to college, you get a good job, you succeed in life, you get you a good career. So I didn't want a job. I wanted a career, and I wanted it to be in singing. So I decided to go for entertainment. And man, not to down colleges, but I feel as though I would have been a lot farther in my career had I taken the time to do that instead of going to college. But with that being said, I did learn a lot of lessons in college. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of beatings, like degradation, belittlement, encouragement, love lost, losses just in general. And I just took all of those emotions and I put it into this new young woman that I had become. Because when I started off, it was like this little baby who she knew what she wanted, but she didn't know how to get there. And didn't know herself as well. And I just like, you go from, because I was a sheltered child, so I go from home to this world outside.
Just exploring and experimenting.
Yeah, and I look, man.
Quickly adapted.
They say curiosity kills a cat. I got a good 5 lives left.
Live your life. Because there's only one life that you have. YOLO.
Yeah.
Live your best life. Take advantage.
And, I did. I did.
No, it's not.
So, I did. I explored life and I learned a lot of things, good and bad and ugly. And they helped mature me because I was a young, naive mind, and music was like my source of relief. So as I grew as a person, so did my vocals, so did my lyrics, so did my taste in music, so did my mindset, my level of spirituality, my frequencies, everything. And I just wanted to take that whole 4 years worth of experience and put it in a song. Turned out to be 3, maybe 4.
And I love every goddamn song on that EP. And literally, you guys, you can hear development. I don't know how to explain this, but when you're speaking, you're talking about from point A to point B to point C. You can hear or envision the development and the process and the growth. And when you listen to the EP, you're hearing the storytelling, you're hearing all of that in 3 songs. In just 3 songs.
I try.
Mama got me.
Yeah.
Mama got me.
I knew that would get you too. I knew it. It got a lot of people. Because we just said it. We're sisters.
So I know it hit y'all, but it hit me in a different way, in a different, deeper level. Knowing what we know.
Growing up with the same mother, we watched her. We watched her struggle.
Yes.
We watched her love. We watched her lose.
Yep.
We watched her sacrifice.
Yep. Going through all types of hells, and it's just that takes an effect on you as a child, and as you're growing up, it starts to do something with your mental and with your spirit, with your emotions, and you carry certain things that traumatize you, really. And that song, I feel like playing it. I think I'm gonna play a little bit in the background.
Yay.
Live your life. Touch the sky.
The kids will be
alright.
Hallelujah. Woo! Yes. So that song, like I said, we watched our mom grow. And for me personally, I think I came to a point of understanding with my mom. Because at first, you know, just watching, I didn't really understand half of the things that she did.
You just question, you're like, huh, but why this and that? And as you grow up, then you start to understand, and it's like, oh.
I didn't understand why she looked the way she did. I didn't understand why she handled things the way that she handled them. And I often asked her a lot when we were kids, why did she make the decisions that she made? And she would always say that she made it for us. And I'm like, I mean, I could think of a couple different avenues that you could have took, but I didn't fully understand why, because, you know, I was young. And coming up, like, I'm older now, and I'm watching some of my friends, because some of my friends have children, and I'm starting to realize that life is not always black and white. Sometimes it's gray, yellow, green, blue, beige. And my mom, she juggled all them colors. She juggled all of them, and she made it look effortless. And so I wrote that song to just be like, Mommy, like,
you would never know. Looking at our mom,
you would never know.
She don't look like what she been through.
She look young.
I mean, we know what's going on, but on the outside, it's like, you are a great ass actor.
Yeah. It's a good thing I inherited that from her.
Same here, honey.
You know, cause I'll never look like what I've been through.
No, don't. But another song that I love, and I told in this order, why, Mama, and I'll Be Damned.
I'll Be Damned. People really love I'll Be Damned. I loved Why, but people really love I'll Be Damned. I'll Be Damned. You know what? I would want to talk about.
No. Hold on. Cause your background vocals,
oh my God, yes.
is giving everything.
Thank you.
Everything.
It's your eye. Everything.
No, cause like I listened the first time. Like, listen, because when you're an artist, you listen and watch the artistry, right? But when you're also an engineer, you're listening to everything behind. And so, like, I'm listening to tracking. I'm listening to freaking the vocals and the arrangements. The arrangement in your fucking vocals. So that was so dramatic. But I'm just like, you guys have to listen. Like, really listen. Like, listen to it about like 5 times. First, just listen to the body of work. 2, listen to the lyrics. 3, listen to the vocals. 4, listen to the background vocals. And 5, listen to the production. And then
it's a lot.
The 6th time, no, but like as a musician, you know, like you're listening to all of that. Like, we have different ears, so we're listening to everything, right? And so, Sophie, I was like, and it's not like crap either. Like, this is real good quality music. And I'm not just talking about, you know, I'm not just talking about vocals and her pen game, like, because she pushed her pen in this EP. But this is a well mixed and mastered song. It's not crap that you hear off SoundCloud.
Thank you.
So I am real freaking excited and proud of you, and I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited for what's to come in your future. And you most definitely inspired me to be on my show with my music. You know how my love and hate relationship with my goddamn music. And I know for those of you that's been asking me about it, it's coming, you guys. Just be patient with me. Something I'm learning is to be patient and to not rush the process, because there's been so many times where I rush and it just has not worked out in my favor, and then I find myself at square one. And I don't like repeatedly going back to square one, because it's like I haven't learned anything for me to keep going back. So right now I'm in a good space and I'm working step by step, and I'm just taking advantage and appreciating the process and that's what I advise everyone. Like, don't rush it. Really take time to appreciate your process, man. Appreciate it, learn from it, take advantage of it. Okay?
The best food is always cooked slow.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna.
Because fast cooked meals
instant noodles is not gonna do it.
It's not.
Okay.
You need you some good, well done. I was about to say legume. Rice, legume, avec banane, sauce pois, pickles.
Yes. Okay. Marinade.
Ooh.
Okay? Yes, I'll choose that beautiful full course meal over some instant ramen noodles. I know the EP is only 3 songs, but that really did, like, it took like 2 years. And that's because I was learning everything.
And it be like that. It really do be like that. And for a lot of artists, true artists that value their work.
And you know what? I wouldn't have had it any other way, because I wouldn't have learned as much as I did. And I'm reaping the benefits of the fruits, the seeds that I sowed 2 years ago. I'm finally getting to taste the fruits, and they taste sweet. Okay.
Your EP is really out.
Yeah. Yes, man. I was over there clickety clack clack clack, and when I finally released it, I said, "Wow." And the album cover, I took that picture freshman year of college, 3-4 years ago. And I looked at that picture. Well, because it wasn't me who took the picture. It was my boyfriend at the time. He took the picture just because he was practicing. And I saw the picture, and he was going to delete it because he thought I didn't like it. And I was like, "That's my album cover." He was like, "Freya?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's going to be my album cover." And I thought that it was going to come out sooner, because I had been working with so many people, and they've been, man.
The ideas that flow out of different people's, like, their visions, and then it kind of meshes with yours, and it's like, you gotta, like, get back to your roots.
And this is another thing that I would have to say about the music industry, okay? When they say to believe in yourself, believe in yourself. Only yourself. Because had I put that EP out 2-3 years ago, I was working with a producer who had promised me that he could make all of my dreams come true if I got naked. And he said that I wouldn't, like, my music was ass, pardon my French, but he told me that my music was ass and that it was not going to go nowhere because it was just, like, it was somber music, and I wasn't talking about shaking my ass and freaking showing my titties everywhere and having sex every 2 seconds. And he encouraged me. He really tried to push me.
Sick.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
He really tried to push me and said, "If you want sales, then you need to take your pants off, you need to take your shirt off, you need to go shaking your ass." And I'm like, "No. No." He was like, "Well, then it's not gonna work, but we can try anyways." And from that point, it took like 6 months before I worked up the courage to just cut that man off, because I tried to record the music myself. I tried to give him copies of I tried to send him tracks over from the studio that I was building myself at the time, and he would belittle the work that I've done and the equipment that I had, and tell me that he's trying to mold me into the image that I need to be for success. And I was wild. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Wild. I know what I want. This is my work. You're not going to put your name on it because you didn't do anything. I did. And this is how I want it to go. If you don't want to help me, fine. I will find a way myself. And that's what I did. I found a way, and this is completely, authentically mine. Everything that is on that project is because I willed it to be. Everything that is in that project.
Studio sesh.
Studio sesh.
It's time for a sesh.
What's a sesh?
Session.
Oh, okay.
Studio session.
But anyways.
But no, it's a lot of men that are like that in the industry that love to over-sexualize women for their pleasure and pride, and it's sick.
It's
those type of men
sick.
you do not need to be with or work with, because they're not looking for your best benefit. They're really thinking about themselves and what they want. Don't work with those kind of people. It's just going to lead into deep darkness that you don't want to be in.
It's not worth it.
But well, I guess that signals time. But before I end
I
this,
never got to get into the why and the other way. I've always wanted to talk about them.
Oh yes, no, talk about it.
Okay, so why? The reason why I wrote why, you know what? And this is really, I never told anybody this. But why was originally for my father. I had written it at first for my father because there was a lot of things that he did that I didn't understand at the time, good and bad. And, you know, I just wanted to know why. And I would always ask him why, and he never answered. And you know, if we can get into self-development and self-healing for a moment, you know,
Get into it.
You know, they say that, you know, a girl will always end up with somebody like her father, yeah? And, you know, that's what happened, but not for the best reasons. And you know, that's what happened.
This is getting deep.
Yeah, I ended up getting with a guy who was very much like the worst parts of my father. And I stayed for a good amount of time because it was normal to me. I did not understand the difference because the way that the guy that I was with treated me was no different from the way that my father and every other man in my life had treated me. So to me, it was normal. And I don't know, I guess it just finally clicked when I was with him. And when the two connected to me, that's when the song switched over. It migrated to more like men in general, to all the men. Because a lot of people would think that I wrote the song specifically for like this ex-lover. But really it was to all of the men, to my brothers, my fathers, my uncles, my classmates. All of them. Is like I went through a lot with them, and if I would never go back, I would never turn the clock back to those times and try to relive those moments. Even if it was to stand up to them, I just wouldn't do it. I would just like to leave them in the past. But if I were ever to cross paths with any of them again, I would want to know what was in their mind, what made them do what they did, and why. Did it happen to you? Did you go through something that made you that way? Are you hurt, which is why you hurt me? When I wrote the song, I was coming from a place of hurt. And I thought a lot about my father, and I thought a lot about the guy that I was with at the time, and how similar they were. And I wanted to know, I just wanted to know why, really. I just wanted to know what did it for you guys that made you that way, and so you in turn, instead of healing, decided to do the same thing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I wrote why.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't talk about it to nobody. I just wanted to put the song out. I was like, I'm angry, I'm emotional, I don't know what to do. Why? Yeah, that's how it went. That's how it went. Yeah.
Wow. That is core.
Yeah. Blue is deep. Yeah. You know, the color blue has layers.
I gotta give a moment of silence for that one. That's like, huh.
How do you feel about that?
It most definitely gives me some answers to questions that I have but didn't bother to ask.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation.
For a whole nother
For
time.
a whole nother time.
Not for the camera.
No.
Now,
I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
I'll be damned. That's my most recent song. The reason I wrote that song was because I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I done put in the grit. I done put in the work. I'll be damned if I come out with nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, that one was specifically because of the point in time in the music industry, because that's when I just started to like figure out this like beautiful sweet spot between being an artist and a mix engineer, and I was introduced to a lot, like, and a lot of the people that I'm working with right now don't even realize like just how full circle everything went around, because I don't speak to that much people, but for those who know, they know. And you know, a lot of bad assumptions were thrown on me, and having to figure out a way to navigate it, like realizing whether I wanted to back away, because in my mind it was like, I'm an engineer, but that's not really what I wanted to do, no way. Like, I just wanted to learn how to do it so that I can mix my own music. But I don't have to take this. I don't have to be here. This is not even what I really wanted to do. But it wasn't for that. I had a bigger purpose in mind, which was my EP. And, you know, I just didn't like the thought of being chased away. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna dig my very beautiful heels into the ground. The one heel and the other heel will be used to drop kick any motherfucker who come past my way. Because I'll be dead. I don't work too fucking hard.
I love that.
Okay.
Come on.
So, you know, I got a little angry and I took to the pen and I put it out. And yeah, that's how I'll Be Damned came about. I'll be damned. I don't work too hard. I'm gonna make it.
Cause I'll be damned.
Cause I'll be damned.
And that's that.
Yes.
Try it if you want to.
Try it.
But I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
I will be damned.
You can try it.
But you won't get too far. Welcome. You won't get too far.
No.
That's all I gotta say.
You see these heels? Look, these boots are made for walking. These boots are made for walking.
Not me actually looking up your
Look, they're not only made for walking, they made for stomping too, okay? You see these little sharp parts right here? Yeah, I use them.
Try it if you want to.
For the eyes.
You're gonna get 2 more extra heels.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, amen.
Amen. Amen, 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 amen.
Okay? But if you didn't already,
please
go
stream.
run the streams up right now.
Please stream, because I worked really hard
Run
on that.
the streams up.
And I would love to get everybody's feedback. Like, I love hearing from y'all. Y'all fuel me for real. I'm going. Please.
All y'all gotta do, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll probably do a little thingy, cameo thing. All you gotta do. Oh look, you see, it's already there because I was listening to it. I
love it. My family is my greatest support.
Look, just go on there and start. There's shuffle, there's play, share. Just do the goddamn thing, okay? Birth of Blue, out on all streaming platforms. 3 beautiful, amazingly written and sung and produced songs on that EP.
And look, if the streaming numbers go up, I'll drop at least 2 or 3 more songs on a deluxe EP. Just help me get somewhere.
Y'all need to stop playing.
Help me get somewhere.
Stop playing.
Please.
And go run those streams up.
Please.
Okay? Birth of Blue.
Birth of
out
Blue.
now. And look in the description below. I will leave social information on the description, as well as my own. That's nothing new, you guys. You should know this by now, because this is now my 8th episode. Consistency. Life has taken a knee in Danica's life, and I'm just so proud of that. But anyways, no.
And let me say that I'm very proud of you, sister. You be saying that I'm your motivation, but you're my motivation.
What?
Danica, who do I call every time I be in the studio trying to make a song? You are literally the first person I call. If I need somebody's opinion, there will be an engineer who will walk in the room, be like, "Do you need my opinion? Hold on, I gotta call my sister. Okay, let me just shut up your mouth. Let me call my sister." And you give me inspiration. You keep me going. And then to see you doing your show, like, you inspired me to really go hard on mine.
Aww, thanks for saying that. That really just filled me up. I love you too, sister. My big sister. So beautiful. Y'all need to stop playing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, anyways, yes. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like it, hit that thumbs up. Please hit that bell notification so you can be updated on all the latest episodes and content that I will have out. Don't forget to comment and share your thoughts and how you feel. And please share.
Subscribe.
And subscribe.
Oui.
Most importantly, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and get paid.
And it will. Let it be so.
So run it up.
Run it
up.
Follow me at RYL Blu. That's RYL BLU on Instagram.
And again,
Birth of Blue. Birth of Blue. It's out on Spotify and Apple Music.
You heard it here first. You seen her here first. Get into it. And until next time, I'll see you on the next Red Cow Sessions.
Bye.
This that good shit.
Why should I forgive you when you are to blame? Tell me, why should I forgive you when you're still the same? You truly think that you are the good guy, like you didn't sacrifice my happiness.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, let's see how that looks.
I'm going to go.